I woke up several minutes later. When I opened my eyes, the first thing I saw was the ceiling of the security office. I sat up slowly, rubbing tenderly at my head. Can we shut off those screens? They're so scary, oh my god. Phi, who had been sitting in front of one of the monitors, stood up and walked over as soon as she heard me move. If this was like a really anime flavor heavy game, when we woke up, we would have been like sleeping on Phi's lap or something. Her voice sounded normal again. And she wasn't moving strangely either. Whatever had been happening seemed to have stopped. I let out a quiet sigh of relief. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
本当に?
Yeah.
それはよかった。廃人のようになってしまったから、一時はどうなるかと思ったが。
Well, I seem to have found it again. This is the security office. Maybe they've got a lost and found?
五七五。それは俳句の方の廃人な。
Huh.
その調子だと問題なさそうだな。
Yeah. I think I must just be getting tired. Kinda surprised it didn't catch up to me sooner.
だといいんだが、妙な病気にかかってるとかじゃないよな。
The Radical Six thing. For just a moment, I thought of Radical Six. But I didn't want to worry Phi if I didn't have to. Better to stay quiet about it.
とにかく、顔色の方も良くなってるし、安心してもいいんだな。
I feel like we should have told her about it because I'm Watson, she's Sherlock. We should tell Sherlock the stuff we know. What are you, my mom?
わかったよ。信じてやろう。ところでシグマ、お前が休んでいる間に判明したことがある。来てくれ。
What is this?
キャビンの2号室。アリスとルナが死体となって発見された部屋の映像だ。ゴーレムのアクセス記録の中から掘り出してきた。
When was this recorded?
時期にわかる。
Up there on the right. That looks like some sort of time code.
解読できるのか?
It's all blurred. No. It's just a bunch of numbers. I can't make heads or tails of it.
だよな。この施設のメインコンピューターは独自の時間単位を採用しているらしい。ファイルネームもそれを基準にして付けられているようだった。そんなわけで、こいつを見つけ出すだけでも一苦労でな。
Huh? Oh, it's K.
うん。
He looks at his bracelet here. Probably checking how much time is left.
一時停止して拡大してみよ
う。His bracelet? 21 minutes. So that means this footage is from 21 minutes before the primary doors opened, right? Is he lying? Was he lying?
そうだ。
This is right when we... This is like right before he came back to us in the warehouse. And that would have been the white doors in this case, right?
ああ、間違いない。この後 K は部屋を出て行き、およそ2分後に私とシグマを連れて戻ってくる。
There were 20 minutes on the clock when we met up with him, right? So that means what we're seeing here is K 1 minute before he saw us.
ああ。
That means this is right after he tried to resuscitate Luna.
K の証言を信じるとするなら、だがな。実際に蘇生処置を行っていたのかどうかは、この映像からだけではわからん。
Are there any other angles?
探し回ったが見つからなかった。映像はこの位置から捉えたものしか残っていない。いずれにせよ、ここで大事なことは。
You mean that this is a record of what happened right around the time of Luna's death, right?
そうだ。心の準備はできたか？
Have you seen it already? Yeah.
よし。では続けるぞ。この映像データの先頭に戻り、そこから時系列に沿って見ていくことにする。わかりやすいように、このスタート地点を0時0分と設定することにしよう。便宜的な仮の時間としてな。
Right.
で、これがその0時0分の映像だ。
So Alice is dead here, right? We can't see. There's no one here.
うん。ここからおよそ1分間は無人の映像が続く。
Wait. How do you know it's been a minute?
これだよ。
Oh, wow. Oh, that's the hourglass we used earlier.
そうだ。
Wait, you're saying the time code system they're using is not even like numbers? That bad? We have to use an hourglass? Holy crap.
通常の速度で再生しながら、この砂時計で時間を計った。
15 seconds, you can have 15 seconds for 1 minute.
だから0時0分を基準にして、その何分後に何が起こったのか、私はすでに知っていることになる。
Huh. Oh. Someone's coming in. Luna! And there's Clover! Is that Clover behind her?
ああ。0時1分の映像になる。ちなみにこの時私とシグマは B 階の倉庫でディオと話していた。後で逆算すればわかるだろう。
What's going on? Are they fighting? Oh no, it's not really a fight. It looks like Clover's just going off on Luna. Luna's just staying silent and listening to her.
そうだな。
Can we hear them? I don't think we need to hear them. She's confronting her about what we figured out at the warehouse. Is there an audio track?
聞いてみるか？
Oh. What the hell is this?
わからん。波形データが別の何かに変換されているようだが。
Well, we won't be able to understand anything in that.
さてと。それじゃあ早送りするぞ。
Huh?
この後しばらくは特にこれといった変化もないまま四つ葉の詰問が続くだけなんだ。事態が急変するのは2人が入室してから9分後0時10分のことになる。ここだ。
Hey! They're gone! As I watched, Clover moved steadily closer to Luna, who backed away, almost as if she were frightened. Clover continued her advance until she disappeared below the bottom edge of the screen. Is there another? Oh, no, you said this was it.
ああ。見つかったのはこれだけだ。だがこの時何が起こったのかは、後の映像を見れば、ある程度推測することができるだろう。
Clover left. She looked like she was kind of panicking.
そうだな。2人がフレームアウトしてからおよそ1分40秒後。0時11分40秒のシーンだ。
Only Clover left. Luna's still in the room. That means...
まあ待て。推理をするのは最後まで見てからにしようじゃないか。
Kay is coming in too.
0時12分。次に入れ違いになって別の人物が入ってくる。
Oh! Dio! He's disappeared too. Down below the bottom of the frame. What's he up to?
正確なことはわからん。だが、何か我々に知られたくないことをしていたのは間違いないと思う。
It was something sinister. Why?
白の扉の前で、シグマがクオークのことについて尋ねたとき、あいつはこう答えた。
He said he was gonna stay there.
知らねえよんなもん。俺はあれからずっとここにいたんだ。
You're saying he was lying. He wasn't in the floor B warehouse the whole time. He went to the crew quarters after we left him.
そうだ。嘘をつくからには理由があるはず。何かやましいことでもあったのだろう。
And whatever it was, it happened during this time?
多分、そうだと思う。
Alright, now he's left. And it looks like he left in a hurry.
もしかしたら、物音を聞いたのかもしれん。
Like what?
水色の扉が開く音だ。ディオが退出してから10秒後、4人目の人物がやってくるんだよ。仮の時間では、0時13分10秒のことになる。
It's Kay. Ah. When he heard Kay open the cyan door, he panicked. Whatever he was up to, he didn't want Kay to catch him at it.
さて、Kay が消えたな。
Well, Dio might have been there to get Alice's bracelet, right? Because he was complaining about that the whole time. Well, it's Alice. No, it's Dio or Clover. We just don't know which one. Yeah, below the bottom of the frame, just like the others.
Kay の証言が正しいとするなら、あいつはこの時からルナに対する蘇生処置を開始したことになるわけだが、実際にこれから16分間は何も起こらないんだ。何の変化もないまま、無人の映像が淡々と続いていく。というわけで、早送りするぞ。
Okay.
よし、この辺だな。通常の再生速度に戻そう。間もなく見覚えのある映像が画面に現れることになる。
There's Kay coming in from the bottom of the frame. And he's checking the time on his bracelet. So we've come full circle, huh?
そうだ。白の第一扉が開くまでの残り時間は21分。仮の時間で言うと、0時29分のことになる。そしてこの1分後、0時30分に Kay は A 階の倉庫へ。
Once he gets there, he'll tell us about Luna's death.
見てもらいたかった映像は以上だ。
Well, at first it seems like there's 3 suspects, but I think we should consider why Luna never came into the frame again after Clover left, because that makes me think that Clover is the one who did it.
最初に言った判明したことというのも、この中に全て含まれている。具体的に言うと、
You mean who killed Luna, right?
断言はできない。今の映像だけでは、証拠としては不十分だからな。だが、可能性の高い人物なら挙げることができるだろう。
Let's hope we're thinking the same thing.
誰だと思う？
I ran over the footage in my head. 0 hours, 1 minute. Clover and Luna enter the room. For 9 minutes, Clover aggressively questions Luna. 0 hour, 10 minutes. They both move out of frame. 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds. Clover exits the room. 0 hours, 12 minutes. Dio enters the room. Dio also immediately exits the frame. It seems likely that Dio was up to no good during this period. 0 hours, 13 minutes. Dio exits the room. 0 hours, 13 minutes, 10 seconds. Kay enters the room. Kay also disappears from the camera's field of view. At this point, there are 60 minutes where nothing happens. 0 hours, 29 minutes. Kay enters the frame. He looks at his bracelet. It says 0021, the remaining time until the primary door is open. There seems to be only one conclusion. The person who killed Luna is... making me choose? There seems to only be one conclusion. Well, I would think it's Clover because Luna never came into the frame again after the first time. The injection gun kills really fast though. You just have to poke it in once and you're done. So, killing time, I don't think we have to think about that. Clover.
どうしてそう思う？四つ葉が部屋を出た時には、ルナはまだ生きていたかもしれない。すると、次にやってきたディオ、または K が殺したという可能性だって否定できないだろう。
Well, why don't you tell me what you think? That footage alone isn't enough to tell us who the killer is. But if we take one other thing into account, then the case against Clover gets a lot stronger. The fact that she thinks Luna killed Alice.
その要素とは
Oh, Dio's behavior at the white doors. Kay wanted us to enter the white doors. I told him I wouldn't leave 3 people to die. Do you remember what Dio said?
バカなこと言ってんじゃねえぞてめえ。その結果ここにいる4人も全員死ぬことになるんだぞ。
He obviously knew that only you and I would be going through the door. Do you get it?
我々がルナのバングルを所持していることを知っていた。すなわちルナの死についても把握していたことになる。そういうことだな。
Exactly. If he didn't know she was dead, he would never have said that. The moment Kay suggested we go through the doors, he would have brought it up. That's impossible! How are they supposed to get through without Luna? But he didn't even mention her. Like he didn't expect her to be there. Why would he do that? I can only think of 2 reasons. 1, that when Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead. Or 2, he killed Luna himself. The second one doesn't seem likely though. If Dio had killed Luna, he probably would have made a point to hide that. I'm guessing he probably would have asked where she was. Where's Luna? Sigma and Phi won't be able to get through the white doors without her. He seems like the kind of guy who would go out of his way to feign ignorance of a crime he committed. In this case, though, he said nothing. That doesn't clear him, of course. But it does make a lot less likely that he was the killer. If he wasn't the killer, then we're left with only one other option.
ディオがキャビンの2号室に入った時には、ルナはすでに亡くなっていた。か。
Yeah, that's how I see it.
なるほど。私の考えとほぼ同じだ。四つ葉には動機もあるしな。
You mean what Alice noticed?
ああ。アリスは AB ルームが移動されていたことから、老婆を殺したのはルナであると考えた。そのことに気づいた四つ葉は、ルナが口封じのためにアリスを殺害したのではないか、との思いを抱くに至った。そこで四つ葉は真相を問いただすべく、ルナをキャビンの2号室へと導いた。
So Clover probably thought what Phi thought, but I don't think the questions that we raised to Phi about why Luna would do that was thought of by Clover, because that makes it a lot less likely that Luna is the killer.
アリスの遺体を前にすれば、ルナも素直に白状するだろう。そう考えたのかもしれない。ところがルナは犯行を認めようとはしなかった。そして9分間にわたる追及の末、事件が起こった。そのきっかけが何だったのかはわからない。ルナが四つ葉の逆鱗に触れるようなことを言ってしまったのか、あるいは四つ葉の必要な追及に負けてルナが首を縦に振ってしまったのか。とにかくその時に何かがあって四つ葉は強行へと至ったのだろう。
When did Clover get the injection gun?
最初の CD、 黄色の扉をくぐり抜けた後じゃないか。
Ah, is that the treatment center?
あの時四つ葉は アリスやケイと共に医務室を捜索している。医務室ならそれがあったとしても不思議ではなかろう。と今まで言ってきたのはただの仮説だからな。確証があるわけではないからくれぐれも誤解しないように。
Yeah, I know. That's a lot to take in, though. Oh, there was one last thing. Was there any other footage that showed anything?
ああ、四つ葉、天明寺、クオークの行方をつかめそうな記録はなかったし、老婆とアリスが殺された時の映像も見当たらなかった。
So Zero Senior's identity.
もちろん不明のままだ。
Okay. Well, let's go find Clover. Well, she never made it past the door then, right? I guess we're not gonna know the truth unless we get it straight from the horse's mouth.
四つ葉、生きてるかな。
She is. She has to be.
だといいんだがな。
Back to the warehouse. Or no, back to the elevator. Back to floor 8. No one's here.
ああ。とりあえずこの英会から探してみよう。キャビンから順番にエレベーターの方へと向かう形で。いいな。
Yeah.
シグマ、お前は1号室と2号室を調べてくれ。私は3号室と4号室を見てみる。
Got it. Alice. Luna. The most horrible thing about death is how it turns a person into a thing. It's a thing that looks like your friend, but it's not them anymore. Just this strange, cold shell, and every time you look at it, you feel a little of that coldness creeping in around the edges of your soul. Seeing death puts a heavy ball of lead in your stomach that just sits there, poisoning you. I turned and left the room.
ダメだ。3号室と4号室には誰もいない。そっちは？
Same. Nobody in them. Except Alice and Luna. The lead ball pressed against the inside of my abdomen. I leaned back against the wall and let out a long, weary sigh.
おい、どうしたんだよシグマ。
Whoa, why are you getting so close?
しっかりしてくれ。今、私たちがやらなければならないことは何だ？
Looking for the others.
そうだ。気持ちはわかるが、塞ぎ込んでいても仕方がない。行こう。
You're right. Yeah. Fi turned and headed for the door at the far end. I heaved myself up off the wall and followed. This place is so big. It's really hard to just locate people anywhere if they really wanted to hide. I'm pretty sure you can't find them. And even at this point, there's a lot of rooms that we know exist that we haven't been to yet. Oh! My god. The first thing I felt was that strange cold sweat of terror. My stomach clenched in protest, pushing a wave of bile and nausea up into my throat. The lead ball turned to ice, and my legs began to tremble under its weight before they finally gave way and collapsed. They were dead. I could feel it the moment I looked at them, but I didn't want to believe it. There's the bracelet. So did they die because of the injection of the drug from the bracelet then? Because they didn't go past the door when they were supposed to. Some blood on her fingers. They couldn't be dead. Perhaps they were just sleeping. The cool limp of their skin under my shaking fingers dashed any hope I'd had left. I wrapped a trembling hand around the end of the bed and hauled myself up onto it. Even when I closed my eyes, I could still see them. My heart hammered away at my ribs, and my chest felt so tight I could barely breathe. I forced myself to take long, deep breaths. Finally, I opened my eyes.
視覚になってたんだな。
What?
モニタールームで見た監視カメラの映像のことだよ。
Is that on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? Because if it is on purpose, then it's somebody who knows the layout of this place. Or, well, actually, if they know where the camera is, then they can find the blind spot. I don't know how well you can see the camera, though.
リアルタイムの医務室の映像に2人の姿は映ってなかっただろう。
Yeah. I guess the partition was in the way.
そのようだ。
They're handcuffed together.
ああ。一方のリングは四つ葉の左手首を拘束し、もう一方のリングは天明寺の右手首を締め付けている。それら2つのリングをつなぐ鎖はシンクの下のパイプの裏へ。
There really isn't that many people left here. It's only me, Fi, Kay, and Dio alive that we know of. Quark? Quark. Of course, that's assuming that there's nobody else here up to any tricks. Somebody we haven't met yet. Somebody we don't know about. Could it be one of them that did this to each other? It's unlikely, but I guess we have to think that that might be a possibility. They would have been trapped here when the doors closed. Why?
見ろ。2人の手首に赤い傷跡が残っている。手錠を外そうともがいた後だ。
So you're saying it wasn't one of them that did this? Okay, well, that's a fair assumption.
多分そういうことだろう。
Oh! There's a cut on Tenmyoji's left hand. It looks like it's probably from a knife or something similar. Whoa, I think this is the most graphic wound they've shown in the entire series so far. I don't remember seeing anything like this. Must have been deep.
服に付着している血液も出どころはこの傷口のようだ。
Is it the same knife that was on Alice's body?
他に目立った外傷はないしな。とはいえこれが致命傷とは思えん。死因はおそらく
The penalty. When the primary doors closed, they couldn't get to them. The needles in their bracelets activated, and...
ああ、間違いなさそうだ。2人の左手首には注射痕がある。多分ハイメトリンを投与されて亡くなったのだろう。
Do you think that's why they were handcuffed to the sink?
さあどうだろう。そもそもクオークがいなければ2人は白の扉の先へは進めなかったはずだし、時間切れを狙った恋の殺人だとするなら、あえて2人を拘束する必要はなかったんじゃないか。
All they would need to do is hide Quark's bracelets. Yeah, you've got a point. What's wrong?
言ったそばからすまないが、もしかしたら前言撤回ということになるかもしれん。
You find something?
これだ。
Fi bent down to pick something up and handed it to me. Oh! Quark! A signed bracelet. This was Quark's.
BP も9になっているから、おそらく間違いないだろう。
So they had it already. How does that work? What is Quark's bracelet doing here? Wait, no, hold on. If Quark's bracelet is here, then that means...
心臓が止まればその人のバングルは外れるようになってるんだよさ。
Based off the other route that we went to, where Quark was found without his bracelet, but still living, I'm going to assume that he's also still living here. But to be honest, there's so many variables that I don't know what determines whether Quark is alive or not. I'm gonna assume he's still alive though. No. No. This can't be happening. We can't see it anymore, but when they showed Clover and Tenmyoji's bracelet, you could see that it was like not a complete circle because it came off. But for Quark's bracelet, was it a complete circle? It seemed to be a little different, but that might be just because I can't go back and compare it. Not Quark.
待て、落ち着けシグマ。バングルが外れているからといってクオークが死んでいるとは限らんだろうが。
But...
これは絶望の底に刺した一筋の光明だと考えるんだ。
Ray of Hope?
そうだ。もしもクオークがバングルをはめたままだったら、あいつは今頃天明寺や四つ葉と同じ運命をたどっていたはず。だがクオークのバングルはここにある。ここにあるということはハイメトリンの魔の手を逃れた可能性もあるということだ。
You mean the bracelet came off before the doors closed?
はあ。
That's impossible. Zero Jr. told us that they only come off when your heart stops or when you escape.
じゃあ外に出たのかもしれん。
Right, he's got 9 BP, but then the bracelet wouldn't be here, right? It's very hard for us to really make any conclusive conclusions because like everything we know is basically stuff that Zero Jr. has told us and we don't even know if he's lying or not. Seeing as how like he randomly decides to give us new rules whenever he wants to, so not at all reliable. Wait, so you're saying he escaped, then came back and left his bracelet here? No, that's impossible too. Zero Jr. said the number 9 door only opens once. Well, theoretically, he could go through, and before the door closes, he can like rip it off and then like throw it back inside, right? Although I don't know how, if he did that, it would be in the warehouse, not here. Even if he was able to get outside, he couldn't come back in.
どうしてそんな風に悲観的に考える？実際にクオークが死んでいるところを見たわけじゃないだろう。
Oh, I feel like that's a little bit uncharacteristic for Fi to say. She's usually really logical, but she seems to be grasping at threads here to try to think that Quark is alive. Because by the normal logic, he should be dead.
前向きに考えるんだシグマ。現実とは我々が思い描いた通りに構築されていくものだ。
I almost feel like this line has another meaning that we don't know yet. It totally feels like one of those lines, doesn't it? I wonder if this is because Fi seems to know things that we don't too, so maybe she already knows that Quark is alive and she's trying to, I don't know, get me to think the same thing too, even though for me it's not a reasonable thing to think. Really? So you're saying this is what we wanted to happen?
いい加減にしろ！
Oh shit.
クオークは絶対に生きてる。
Yeah, that sounds like she's speaking from knowing.
絶対に。
Oh, maybe not.
絶対に。そう強く信じるんだ。あんな罪のない子供が殺されて、たまるものか。
I wanted to ask if she meant Clover and Tenmyoji weren't innocent and had deserved to die, but swallowed my words. Whoa, I'm really glad you didn't ask that. Thank God for common sense. Fighting wasn't going to help us. So I don't know if Fi is using her previous knowledge or like whatever in saying that Quark is an innocent kid. But that makes me remember how in the beginning, when we did that first round of the AB game, Dio was like, hey, that kid's a good actor. He's the one who wanted you dead, Tenmyoji. And we've seen a lot about Dio so far. I don't know. I'm a little bit split still, but if Dio actually chose betray, is he the kind of guy that would lie about it? I feel like the answer to that is a no. But at the same time, I don't think Dio is someone beyond lying. He does lie. Just like how when we caught him about the old woman. He tried to be like, it wasn't me, it's a misunderstanding. So he does try to lie, somewhat. But would he lie about something that he did? I don't know. He feels more like the kind of guy that would be like, yeah, you know what? I did it. Fear me. I'm the best. Whatever. So if Dio is actually right, then Quark is not all that innocent. All I could do was hope that Fi was right. Perhaps Quark was still alive. What are you doing?
二人の体を調べてるんだ。まずは天明寺からな。
Why?
手がかりを見つけるために。
What kind of clues? Oh, come on, Sigma, you need to help.
犯人を突き止めるための。クオークのバングルが見つかったことによって状況は変わった。もしも犯人がそれを見ていたとするなら、明確な殺意があったことになる。
With Quark's bracelet, Clover and Tenmyoji would have been able to go through the white doors. The killer handcuffed them to the sink to prevent that.
そうだ。多分な。妙だな。
What's wrong?
何も見つからないんだよ。
Huh?
何も見つからないことが逆に妙だと言ってるんだ。
Somebody cleaned up after themselves? The killer? What?
覚えてるだろう。天明寺は娯楽室で私たちの手首にルミノール試薬を吹きかけた。その時に使ったスプレーのボトル、確かにポケットにしまったのを私は見たんだ。
And now you can't find it.
ああ。
Do you think the killer took it? Why? There's plenty.
わからん。とにかく四つ葉の遺体の方も改めさせてもらおう。
Maybe it means that whatever happened didn't primarily take place here, but then the person who did this brought them over here. So the belongings of the people, maybe they're in some other room.
考えるのはそれからだ。
Fi knelt down next to Clover as she spoke and began to gingerly examine her corpse. Then after a moment, I saw her hand stop.
なあ、見てくれ。四つ葉の大腿部。何か書いてあるように見えないか？
Oh. Yeah, it does.
申し訳ないが、少しばかり足の位置をずらさせてもらおう。
It's written in blood. I wanna say it says OLB. Well, she's writing it from her own perspective, right? O1B? OLB? Or you can also read it upside down as 910. That's a little bit mysterious. Would she write it from her perspective or mine though? I would think that she would write it from hers. It must be Tenmyoji's.
016と読めるな。
Oh, okay. What does that mean?
待ってくれ。何か思い出しそうな気がする。016。016。 確かにどこかで聞いたはずなのだが。
I don't remember, so maybe I don't know about this.
ダメだ。思い出せない。
Maybe this is something we're supposed to see on another route. Don't get my hopes up like that.
いずれにせよ、この数字が犯人を示す何かであることは間違いないだろう。多分四つ葉はマンドレイン。例の麻酔薬が打たれてからこの文字を書き残したんだ。
Why?
朦朧とした意識の中、最後の時を覚悟して。
But why wouldn't she have written it beforehand?
せめて残されたものに犯人が誰なのかを伝えようとしたのだと思う。
016. Huh. 3 numbers. We've done 3 AB games so far. We've gone through 3 rooms. Other than that, I can't really think of any other 3s. 016 though? Can't really fit that into ally or betray. And the doors, they're all colors too. Maybe, but the only people who could have done it are Kei and Dio. Assuming it wasn't one of us, I mean.
いや、クオークもいるぞ。
She just said he was innocent earlier, so she doesn't know for sure then.
もちろんクオークが犯人だと言っているわけではないが。
Yeah, you see how they showed the bracelet just now, but the back, like where the bracelet connects, it seems to be ajar. But for Quark's bracelet, I'm not sure if that was the case. Damn it. This is hopeless. I can't keep up anymore. Everything here is a goddamn mystery. Like, what about that old woman we found? Who killed her? The movement of the AB room makes Luna seem the most suspicious. But when would she have done it? And we don't have a good explanation for why she would have wrapped the knife up in the handkerchief. And of course, now Luna's dead too. So who could have killed her? The footage from the security camera, paired with Dio's behavior, makes Clover seem like the most likely suspect. But now we'll never know for sure. Why are they killing people? Like, we have no information on why we're here, who the mastermind is. I feel so helpless. Alice's killer is a complete mystery. We don't know what the hell 016 is supposed to mean. Yeah, I guess it's a little bit ajar here too. It was just the art that made it seem otherwise. We don't have any idea where Quark's gone. What the hell does any of this mean? Who killed everyone? Okay, well, at the very minimum, I think the very least thing we can say is that there's more than one killer here. There's no way one person killed everyone here. Is there more than 2 though? I don't know. Was it Zero? Zero Senior? And who is Zero Senior? What the hell does he want? Why does this game even exist? And why did they kidnap us and bring us here? While we're at it, where is this? When is this? Mysteries, mysteries, mysteries. I feel like my head's about to explode. Please, Fi. Give me something, anything. A clue, a hint. Come on, you gotta have something. Oh?
ルミノール試薬。
Huh?
何者かが天明寺のポケットから例のスプレーを取り出した可能性は高いと思う。
Okay, but how is that important?
逆に聞こう。その人物がルミノール試薬を持ち去ったのはなぜだと思う？
Okay, if you ask me it like that, I'm inclined to think that it's Dio. Because we know that his bracelet is the one that reacts. So they could test for blood?
それを調べるにはどうすればいい？
They just need to spray the bottle at whatever they want to test.
だけ？
And turn off the lights. No, wait, you're right. Lumino reacts with organic compounds and glows, but the glow is really faint. So...
だから
So you need to make it dark. You have to turn off the lights in order to see if anything's glowing.
ということは
That would mean... There's a room somewhere with the lights off? The rec room! I'm not following. Is it because the rec room is the only room that you can turn off the lights in? Fi and I raced for the door. We weren't sure what we'd find, but we knew where we were going. This doesn't seem to make sense to me though, because if they were aiming for the rec room, there's like 20 bottles of Lumino there. Why would they steal the one on Tenmyoji? I had a feeling deep in my gut that whatever we found would be the breakthrough I'd been looking for. By the way, just to see how far along are we on this? Oh my god! Was this a fake out again? Because I'm pretty... Hey, this is longer than this one even. Whoa, I'm pretty sure this wasn't this long before. Oh my god. Oh my god, okay. Now we have an expectation for how long this is gonna take. Dio and Kay. Where are they? And after this round, we're gonna get shuffled again. That's not good. Hey, I hope you guys took the bracelets with you. Because I don't want a situation later where somebody is like, oh yeah, we gotta go past again. Let's go get some of these bracelets. Oh no, because there's no more puzzles now. It's only the AB room. Okay. Never mind then. Whoa! I was just gonna say seems normal enough. Are we the only ones alive? Everything in my head ground to a halt. Even after all I'd seen, a room full of corpses had a profound effect. It was such a ridiculous thought that before I could stop myself, I laughed. That laugh made me think, was laughter in this situation a defensive response designed to protect the brain from constant emotional bombardment? Yeah, when you watch movies and stuff, when people come across something like this, they start crying or like whatever, but realistically, laughing is not a not normal response. They say that right before an animal dies, it feels a moment of comfort. Right before death, the brain releases a huge amount of endorphins into the bloodstream. Pain is only a warning signal meant to help the body avoid death, but when death becomes a certainty, pain no longer has any use. In fact, that loss of pain can lead to incredible feats on the edge of death. Let's say that two species of animals come under attack from some overwhelming force. All of them are severely wounded and near death. Species A feels pain, Species B doesn't. The horrible pain felt by Species A prevents them from moving, but because they feel no pain, some of Species B will manage to drag their wounded bodies to safety and survive. As a result, Species A is eliminated, and only Species B manages to survive. This process of natural selection has been repeated for thousands, No, millions of years. All creatures that walk the face of the earth are descended from species B. I'm no exception. That's why I can look at a room full of corpses and laugh. The genes I've been given, a million years of evolution, have changed my fear into ecstasy. I guess this means you and I are the only survivors.
だから何度も言わせるな。クオークもいると言ってるだろうが。
How can you stay so positive? If I were Sigma, which I basically am, I woke up in some warehouse that I have no understanding of. I meet a few people, and of the 8 people I meet, 7 people are dead. How can I be optimistic? Yeah. You're right. He is still out there. So would that mean he killed them? I mean, you said yourself that there was no way there was a 10th uninvited player out there when Alice was killed. And we've also refuted the possibility of Zero Senior being the 10th person. There is no 10th person. The only people alive are you, me, and Quark. That means...
ありえない。もう一度二人の死体をよく見るんだ。K の背中には斧が食い込み、ディオの腹部には槍が突き刺さっている。
So I guess that confirms that K is human then, because that is actual blood.
あの非力な子供にこんな真似ができると思うか？
I hesitate to say no. I don't know, man. It's such a violent death too, which makes me think there was a huge fight breaking out here before. But at the same time, catching 2 grown men off guard, with one encased in a heavy suit of armor. How? Alright then. Are you saying you killed them?
何をバカなこと。私が一体いつこの二人を殺せたと言うんだ。
I think Sigma is so close to breaking point right now, he's just saying whatever he wants.
私はずっとお前のそばにいたじゃないか。
She was right. Well, no, there was a moment when she was alone. When I fainted. I don't think it's her, but I didn't forget about that. I'm led to believe that it wasn't that long of a time, but especially because she was reviewing the tapes and she had the system with the hourglass and everything, but still. At the end of the second round of the AB game, Fi and I hadn't been out of each other's sight. We'd gone through the white door, explored the security office, solved puzzles, all of it together. No. Wait. Oh, there had been one time. One time when I wasn't watching. The few minutes in the security office when I'd rested on the couch. Could she have snuck out then? Technically possible, because by that point we had already solved the puzzles and we could get out. The rec room and the security office weren't that far away from each other. If the round trip took about a minute and she killed them in 4 minutes, then the whole thing would have only taken her 5 minutes. Could Fi overpower 2 grown men though? Like you said yourself, she looks like she's 13. She would really have to catch them by surprise. Both of them. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Huh. Just how long had I been out? No, that wasn't really right. I hadn't really been out. I just felt like everything was being fast-forwarded, probably because my mental processing speed had dropped. But how long had I been like that? It might have only felt like a few seconds to me, but it could have been much longer. Okay, well, playing the devil's advocate here. If she really is a killer, we don't know why, but if we assume that her goal is to kill everybody, why did she not just kill you when you were out? There's no reason not to. And where had something like mental processing speed, dropping, come from? Because you're a robot. Hey, what you doing there, Fi?
いつもの通り、ボディチェックだよ。とりあえずディオの方から調べてるんだ。
Is it possible that of the people we've seen dead, somebody is pretending to not be dead? Because so many people have died here. How can this... Oh my gosh. Find anything?
ああ、2つもな。
Oh?
まずはこれから見てもらおう。
That's the knife. The knife that cut Tenmyoji too. A knife?
ああ。
There's something engraved on the blade too. Myrmidons. Is that the name of the manufacturer?
わからん。聞いたこともない名前だ。それよりも絵の部分を見てくれ。見覚えがあるだろう。
This is the knife that was stabbed into Alice's chest.
そうだ。刃渡りはざっと見たところ15センチってところかな。
And the knife that killed the old lady, when we read her autopsy report, that was a 15 centimeter deep wound too.
付け根の部分の峰から刃までの長さは3センチ程度。峰の厚さは3ミリぐらいだろう。
Tall? How do you measure tall? Oh, you mean like from here to here? Okay. I think I've heard those numbers before in the autopsy.
総動長150ミリ、総高長30ミリ、鈍側相端幅3ミリのことか？
Yeah, that's it. When Luna scanned the old woman's body, those were the numbers gave us for the wound. Can we scan people's bodies? Yeah, why don't we use this machine?
総動長とは傷の深さのこと。総高長とは表皮に刻まれた傷の長さのこと。鈍側相端幅とは同じく表皮に刻まれた傷のうち先端が尖っていない方の厚みのことだ。要するにこれらの数字は
Those numbers describe the size and the shape of the wound, right?
そうだ。
That's like the entirety of the knife, right? So I feel like if somebody, like if the wound is the same measurement as the knife, I almost feel like that implies that whoever did it was really, like it wasn't a mistake, because to stab a knife in its entirety in somebody, that's not an accident. So if they match, then that means this knife was used to kill the old woman.
まあ正確に計測したわけではないから断言はできないけどな。
Still, why does Dio have it?
アリスの胸から抜き取ったからだろう。
I know that. What I mean is, why'd he take it? I'm going to assume that this is Tenmyoji's hand wound too, so at some point, Dio must have... Maybe they found the body already. Actually, you know what? They might be the ones who took the luminol, Kay and Dio, and then they came back here to search. And then, I don't know what happened here. Did he want to destroy the evidence? Yeah, because if you think about it, we took a long time in the security office because of the whole fainting and the whole researching tapes thing, so it's very likely that Kay and Dio finished before us. Maybe he was the one who killed Alice.
もしもそうだとすると例のやましいことともつながるな。
No, wait. Hold on a second. I'm getting confused here. Alice would have had that knife first, right? She picked it up when she found it wrapped in the handkerchief next to the AB room.
そうだな。
So Dio took it from her and stabbed her? If that's what happened, why didn't he just take the knife then? Why leave it there for us to see, then come back and get later?
とにかくこの件について考察するのを後にしよう。その前にもう一つの物体についても検証しておきたい。
What?
さっき言っただろ。ディオの服から見つかったものは2つあるんだ。1つはさっきのナイフで、もう1つはこれだ。
The thing from Golem Bay, which I suspect is Kay's switch. Hey, this is that key. Speaking of which, I don't really know the specifics of how Kay's armor works, but is there like even weak points at the joints where you can stab into flesh? Cause otherwise, how could he be bleeding? Hey, this is that key.
あの時の
We found it in the Golem Bay. Didn't have any idea what it was for then, though. But Alice said it might be important, so she'd hang on to it just in case.
じゃあこれは本来アリスが所持しているはずのものだったのか。
Yeah.
それをディオが持っていたと。
So Dio... Clover might be... Wait, no. We're talking about Alice now. We don't know who killed Alice. But if it's Dio, then he could have taken the knife and the thing, although it doesn't make sense for him to leave the knife and then get it back later. Yeah.
するとディオはナイフを抜き取った時に合わせてこの K のプラグも持ち去ったというわけか。
Wait. Kay's key?
やれやれ。この形状を見て気づかないとはな。
What do you mean?
来い。百聞は一見にしかずだ。
I don't know. Are we kind of like desecrating people by opening them up when they're dead?
見せてやる。
We should open it though. She walked over to Kay's head, knelt down on one knee, and pointed to the back of it.
これ覚えてるよな。
Oh, yeah. So that's it. It unlocks the suit, right?
試してみよう。
Before I had time to prepare myself, Fi shoved the key into the slot and twisted. But... Not working? If it fits into the hole but doesn't work, that's kind of strange.
ダメだ。開かない。
Why not?
もしかしたらボディースーツのロックを解除するには電力が必要なのかもしれん。だが背中に食い込んだ斧のせいで。
You're saying it shorted the suit out or something?
だと思う。いずれにせよプラグは差し込み口にしっかりとはまったんだ。 K のボディースーツを脱去するためのものであったことは間違いないだろう。
Why would that be a gift to us in a safe? Do you think Dio knew that when he took it?
さあどうだろう。
Well, he's not as stupid as I am, so I'm gonna guess yes. Maybe he tried to open Kay's suit. And they got into a fight, which led to dying? No, that doesn't seem likely either. So I guess we'll never know what his face really looks like.
ああ素手じゃとても引き剥がせそうもないしなこのマスク。
I wonder who he was.
そういえば K のボディチェックはまだだったな。調べてみよう。何か正体を突き止めるための手がかりが見つかるかもしれん。
She'd only been searching a few seconds before she stopped and pulled something out of Kay's robes.
見てくれ。
What is it?
ルミノール試薬が入ったスプレーだ。
That's the one Temyoji had.
そうだ。
Then, does that mean Kay was the one who handcuffed them to the sink?
まだわからん。
Why not?
K がこのスプレーを手に入れたのは四つ葉と天明寺が亡くなった後かもしれないだろう。私たちと同じように白の扉の先にある部屋を抜け、その後で医務室に行ってからこれをとも考えられる。
So the exact same thing as what we did.
とにかく調べてみたいことがある。シグマ、明かりを消してくれ。
Are you going to check for a luminal reaction?
ああ、もしも K が亡くなる前にこのスプレーを使っていたとしたら、どこかに血液反応が現れるかもしれん。
There's blood everywhere in here, though.
大丈夫。試薬を吹きかけていなければ反応が現れることはない。当たり前だろ。
She's right.
さあ、頼む。
Done.
ありがとう。うん。思った通りだ。見ろ。ディオの左手首。
The underside of his bracelet is glowing.
そうだ。
But why?
血液の痕跡があったからだろうな。
Whose blood?
これまでに大量の出血が見られた人物は5人いる。ローバ、アリス、天明寺と、それからここにいる2人だ。
So, if we just tried this route at first, this would be pretty mysterious, but we do know now that it's the whole thing with the old woman.
とはいえ、ディオか K の血液であるというのは考えにくい。
Cause there's no blood anywhere else.
バングルについた血は、きれいさっぱりと拭われているからな。槍や斧が突き刺さってからバングルを拭い、その後でルミノールスプレーを吹きかけた。なんていうのは、現実的ではなかろう。
Could it be something like how, okay, they came into this room, and then they had a similar thought to us, to try to see what the luminal hid, and then they turned off the lights, and Kay saw that Dio's bracelet was glowing, so Kay thought that Dio is the one who killed everybody, and then they started fighting, and then both of them died. It could be something like that. Then that leaves the old woman, Alice, and Tenmyoji.
そうなるな。
There's too many variables. Do you remember what Tenmyoji said to us in this room?
バングルの裏側を見せてくれ。いいから頼む。
Ooh, Fi actually brings up a good point that luminol will only react if you actually sprayed it. So somebody already tried spraying it on Dio's wrist. Somebody already had the suspicion. That certainly sounds like it could have been Dio who killed Tenmyoji then, because Tenmyoji is the only one who would think to spray like that. Do you think Tenmyoji had figured out that one of the bracelets would have blood on it?
だとすると、ディオのバングルに付着した血は、ローバかアリスのものってことになるな。
I wonder which it was. Oh, so if this is like, if we didn't do the other route already, we can make a guess here. I think we can still guess that it's the old woman though, because we know that Tenmyoji knows the old woman.
どちらかはわからない。だがいずれにせよ、天明寺はそのバングルをはめている人物がゼロボスである。そう考えていたようだ。
もうよい。わかった。
What?
お前さんたちがゼロボスではないということがじゃ。
バングルからルミノール反応が検出されなかったからか？
そうじゃ。
Whoa, wait. Are you saying that Dio is Zero Senior?
わからん。ただ一つ言えるのは、ディオならば、他の6人を殺すのも可能だったろうということだ。
Then who killed Dio?
K かもしれん。最後の力を振り絞って。
Another descendant of species B.
え？
Nothing. Forget about it. Anyway, if Zero Senior was Dio, then...
何もかも終わり。
It doesn't seem likely though, because to me, the mastermind in any game has all sorts of fail-safes for himself, him or herself, so that they'll never be caught in a situation like this.
この忌まわしいゲームは終了ってことになるな。
アンビデックスゲートが開放されました。アンビデックスゲーム 投票の締め切りまで残り45分です。
It's only me and Phi. I'm confident that if it really is just us, then we can get out of here. What? What the hell is happening? That's impossible.
クオーク
Wait, what? Oh, the announcement only happens when somebody opens it. Quark? Quark opened a gate?
とにかく A 階の倉庫に戻ろう。急げシグマ。
I know! I'm coming! I thought it was just a standard thing that happened after some time passed, but I guess this is the one that happens because somebody opened the gate. Because they did mention earlier that while we wouldn't be going past any more colored doors, that we would still have the AB game. He's already in, though. Oh. Damn it. There's no one here. Oh, you know what's gonna happen? We're probably gonna find Quark dead. Did they run off?
どうして逃げる必要がある？
Hell if I know. How the hell did Quark open an AP gate anyway? Without a star key, he shouldn't have been able to get it open. Well, if K and Dio solve their rooms, boom, there's your star key.
おそらく私たちが娯楽室に行く前にディオと K の2人から奪ったのだろう。あの2人が白の扉の先に進んだのは間違いない。モニタールームの映像で確認しているからな。したがって彼らも私たちと同じように星のカードキーを手に入れたはずなのだが。
But you didn't find one when you searched them?
そうだ。
Well, maybe Quark's a suspect after all then. You shouldn't write him off just because he's a kid. Maybe he knows how to use a lance or an axe. We know that the suit of armor, you know, when we solved the puzzle in the rec room, it does that thing with the striking on the shield, so Quark doesn't need to physically do anything. Maybe he has some traps or something.
バカな。絶対にありえん。カードキーを手に入れるのはディオと K の2人が死亡してからでも可能だろう。
Why are you writing off the other possibility though? That's unlike you, Phi. Alright, let's go find him.
当てはあるのか？
Nothing. How on earth would I know where he might be? Okay, this is probably something I need to review again, but what are the exact things you need to open an AB room? Do you need the bracelet? Because if we do, then here I am thinking, oh my god, Phi and Sigma, why didn't you take Quark's bracelet from the room?
それじゃあ念のため調べておきたいところがあるんだ。
Is it just a button? A button without anything, so anybody can come and press it? I think so.
来てくれ。
Do you know something I don't? B. Warehouse B. Oh. The room Dio and K investigated.
そうだ。
We don't know anything about what's in there.
気になるだろう。
Yes. Of course. Besides, Quark might be there.
ああ。
Anybody can be anywhere. We're not gonna find them. This place is too big. Alright, let's move. This place is too big. Ooh. Yeah, if we went to the security office and found juicy things like the footage, I should assume that there is equally juicy information here.
多分所長室だろう。
Who is? I hope it has one of those chairs.
は？
You know, the folding ones that say director on the back. I've always wanted to sit in one and say stuff like action or cut or double decaf chai soy latte now. He's thinking of a movie director.
だから赤飯なのか?
Yeah. Aren't you excited? I can tell by what Fi said that this wasn't the original joke at all.
まだ中に何があるのかわからないからなんとも。
Yeah. What if Zero Senior was there waiting for us?
だったら話は早い。一気に決着をつけてさっさとここを出よう。
Should have grabbed the lance from the rec room. I'm really surprised they wouldn't do that because if I know that there's a killer around, I'm gonna freaking hold on to the lance or the axe or like a sword. And I'm gonna freaking protect myself. Okay, gonna open it.
だからいちいち断らなくてもいいとあれほど。
We're learning. Alright, chop chop. We got like 30 minutes in here. Hell? H-E-L. Oh! The screensaver on the PC. It was a lion in the sun again. Huh.
いないな。
That computer's been turned on.
ああ、ディオとケイが立ち上げたのかも。
What the hell is this? Two lion heads and the sun
ライオンが
is biting.
かじってるな。
It has a couple of input fields for a user ID and a password.
おそらくセキュリティロックがかけられてるんだろ
Why don't you put something in? It might lock it up.
う。わかった。やってみよ
Where's Lotus when you need her?
う。やっぱりな。ひとまずこのコンピューターのことは諦めた方が良さそうだ。パスワードがわからない限りどうにもならないからな。
Whoa, I just noticed the tower. Look at how old that thing looks. Oh my god.
それよりも何か別の手がかりを探そう。何しろここは所長室なんだから、ひっくり返せば役に立つ情報の一つや二つは見つかるだろう。さあ、始めるぞ。
Fi turned and headed off toward a bookshelf, leaving me alone next to the desk. I felt compelled to stay and found myself staring at the screen. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. Memento mori, if the ninth lion ate the sun. Remember death, if the ninth lion ate the sun. Could this be the ninth lion? Oh. The other lions were eating suns too, weren't they? Then maybe... Oh. What? Whoa, this is trippy. What is this? I'm seeing words on people. That's the old... We haven't seen this before, have we? Like, or is this the scene where we first discover her? Memento mori. Remember death. Oh no, this is just a stylistic thing. Memento mori. That's not something that happened in this playthrough. This is when Dio was in the pod. Oh my god, there's another glycerin thing going on. Memento mori. Oh my god, is that Fi here? Oh my god. And this is a different death scene because Kay has no blood on him. No, even Fi is dead. Remember death. Memento mori. Who is this one? I can't really tell. Is it... Alice still? remember. We haven't seen all those things before yet. This is a tall order. Well... This makes no sense to me. Wouldn't the password be too short? Remember death? How about... Spelled it right, right? Alright, well... I don't feel like this is something we know. I don't think so. Can I get a hint? No? Oh, this is... Oh, wait. I thought that was where we split off, but... I guess we're supposed to not find it yet? Oh. It was no good. I didn't know anything. Still, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd seen the ID and password somewhere before. Oh, do I know it? Do I know it? No! No! I can't believe this. We keep getting these non-endings. God damn it! No! No. We can't move on without the password. We can't. Solve the mystery of the two-headed lion. Have I seen it before? I honestly don't know. Maybe it has to do with 016. Oh. I hate this. Stop giving me these non-endings. Like, give me a bad ending or something. I don't care, but... this feels terrible. This feels... Oh. You can really feel the size of this game in comparison to 999 though, because we already have... Okay, out of all these routes, that we've only cleared one main route arguably, but like, there's 2 places where we get to be continued, so... The scale in comparison to 999 is just freaking insane. I just hope that by the time we come back to whatever we need to get through these, then I know what to do. Okay, so we need to note down a password and a username somewhere. Oops. Strangely enough though. Oop. God damn it, again. Right. I don't even know. I guess we're gonna keep going back to... What is this? We allied in the second round. Oh no! This is the round where we betray Luna. You know, in 999, picking the doors was never that bad because no matter what number we pick, it's not like we were ever directly killing anybody, but that's not the case here. I'm a little bit hesitant to do this, but looking at this one, where Kay escaped, I'm gonna guess this is a short ending too, so... Let's just get this over with.